misalignment, right? What's the cost of misalignment? What's the cost of I have a specific kind of a value, I have a specific understanding of what I need for myself and what I want for myself, and I continue to take less than. What does it cost? It costs self-betrayal. It costs self-abandonment. It
Jesus.
costs, as Stephanie probably experienced in a major way, constantly running into all of the things that are misaligned with what I want and how I want to move forward in my life. And then maybe in some ways, at times, running into some things that can fit or could fit, but they are still ultimately lesser than, and they are still ultimately, in some ways, a calling to the bigger room. So you're in these rooms, right? And the room shapes opportunities. The room builds confidence. The room builds independence. The room normalizes growth when it is the correct room for you, right?
Yeah.
But when it is misaligned to those things, right, it influences mindset in a very negative way. It prevents you from opportunities. You literally can watch people within the environment and the systems within the environment pulling you into whatever it is their homogenous environment is. So like
Okay.
if the homogeny mindset is you work till you die, like work yourself into oblivion, make sure that your productivity is as high as humanly possible. Doesn't matter if you're truly connected to the work. It doesn't matter if you are even connected to your colleagues in some ways, or there's true collaboration, whether culture matches or community feels good or not. You're pulled into that homogeny mindset. And people think, oh, it's going to be so simple to break that. I'll just find a new environment. Patterns are formed in homogenous environments where mindset looks that way, where lack of opportunity looks that way, where, whatever you're contending with, whether it's, kind of like shark-like people who are cutthroat, don't really care about your development, are looking to exploit your talents and your creativity. They exist as the, what we call today, it's not a very nice term, but the energy vampires, right? They know
Yeah.
they feel your light, they experience your shine very quickly, and they're like, oh, that's the one. I'm going to get all the answers from her. I'm going to make sure she does all my work. I'm going to make sure I'm always
Yeah.
paired with her in teams so that,
Yeah.
all of that light shines on me and I can
Siphon.
capitalize on it. So you're in those
Okay.
environments, you're inside those patterns. The cost is you take on those patterns and then you have to undo and unlearn those patterns to accelerate in the next environment that is actually meant for you when you do finally get tired or you get laid off, thank heavens.
Wow.
And distance yourself from that space. So the cost is self-abandonment. The cost is conforming to the homogenous environment that is a mindset that you do not believe in and that does not align to your values. The cost is emotional distress, anxiety, irritability, fatigue, burnout, all the things we talk about so
Jesus.
often. That is the cost.